at the time. He had a big, like a parka on, some kind of a big black parka coat on. And he kept reaching, talking shit and reaching and shit. Like, called me out. I'm like, yo, bitch ass nigga, all types of crazy shit. And I'm like, yeah. And he kept on. And then when he reached, I had enough of it. And he just, because he's amping himself, and he tried to reach and grab me. When he tried to reach and grab me, I dumped on him, and I left him there. And he was a big dude, so I hit him twice, and he fell. And then he got up, and I had trying to get up. I hit him 2 more times. So it was serious. It happened. I mean, sometimes you do things you don't even know, what you're capable of sometimes. But
on my own, independent. This is my life. My life. I love my city, but most people can't escape the trap. No more applause, no more of my men getting clapped. We tend to oversee what the real problems are.
When at that moment, like, did you realize what you did, or?
Nah, it was you know how people describe it, like it was a surreal thing, but it was. I mean, I knew what I was doing. In the sense, like I didn't scared and grab a gun and shoot.
Nah, yeah.
Nah, I knew.
You already knew your intentions. You knew what it was.
Yes,
but
I knew he was gonna die. The things he was saying, he didn't just include me. He had mentioned, because again, my family was in the neighborhood. He knew my family, and when he made threats towards me, it was fine. Because again, I didn't really want to do nothing because I knew what I would lose. I was trying to get money, man. I had my own apartment. I was getting money. I was fucking bitches. I was doing my thing. I was a young kid in the early 90s. I was doing my thing. You know what I mean? And fucking so I didn't really want to do. If it was something that would have happened in the streets in the course of me doing something with like the drugs, or if I was going uptown to re-up. You know what I mean? And dudes try to book me, and because I always was gripped, and I dumped on them. I would have ate that. I would have ate that bit easy. You know what I'm saying? Because that was what I was into. If I was in a club, certainly we was in clubs, and while we was in clubs, sometimes we would get into shootouts again. And niggas from the Lower East Side in the early 90s was getting wild shootouts in clubs everywhere. Everywhere we was getting shootouts, everywhere we went. So if it was in the course of something doing that, I would have did that because that's why I used to play. So if I would have left something. If I would have left something in the course of my work or my play, I would have been okay with that, because that's the lifestyle that I lived. You know what I mean? But this shit, I really wasn't with that. And I was trying to tell this nigga, yo, bro, we had a fight. That's it. It was over. Leave that shit there, man. Like, you know what I mean? Don't push it. You trying to push this shit somewhere you're not really trying to go with it. I'm gonna go there with it. So leave it be. You know what I mean? And he kept insisting, like, yo, let's fight. Like, at the time, this dude was 6. He was 6'2", 285 pounds. He was like a big dude. And he was 26. I was 15. I was 16. I just turned 16. I was 16, like 5'6", 135. Wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And he kept on. And I was like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm not playing with you. And you're not gonna back me down and all that and intimidate me and all that. So I was like, yo, listen, that shit is dead, and just leave it there, man. And he kept, every time I tried to walk, he would say some dumb shit, and he kept reaching on his fucking coat, and I'm like, yo, what you keep reaching for, man? Let me see what you mean. And then he just came across, he crossed the line, he came across and tried to grab me while he was reaching for his shit. And I blew his face off.
When did you realize, like, how real your situation was for what you did? Like, you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, like, as far as what happened after? Like, did...
Yeah. Again, it's a lot of shit, you know what I mean? But in that setting, there's a lot more to it, you know what I mean? But and again, I speak about these things because this is a matter of a public record, you know what I mean? But I had a co-defendant, I mean, and he told, but that's a different story. I ain't gonna get into him and who he is and all that. Okay. You know what I mean? So
you somebody was there when it all happened.
Somebody was actually there. He passed me the grip. He wound up telling. And
that's how you got caught.
Yeah, that's ultimately what led to me getting caught.
What led me to getting
caught. Yeah, so. What's the question again?
Nah, the question was basically what basically happened, like following that. Like, what happened right after that? You left?
Nah, I get So after the incident happened, I was like, yo, listen, boom. I was like, yo, my nigga, whatever, leave it there. When he crossed the line, whatever I did what I did. It was kind of like, again, people say like a surreal moment. I guess if I had one, this was what I would relate it to. Everything was like, it was silent. I don't even remember hearing the shots. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even remember hearing the shots. Everything was like in almost slow motion. It would happen so fast. And I remember when I woke, it was like I should probably say this, but if you can imagine, it was the perfect spot. I mean, and it was dark or whatever, concealed. And when I walk out from there, and I come out from behind this little building, and then that's where the light shines. And as soon as I come out from this building, when the light shines, you know, it catches my attention. And when I tuck the grip is hot. I mean, the grip is hot, and when the grip is hot, it brings me back to my senses, I guess, and I just I keep it pushing. I just walk from there. I don't run. I just walk and I go about my business.
Mm-hmm. And following then, like, were you ever like on the lookout, like, yo, you know, did you talk about it or did you?
I didn't. I remember the next morning because it happened right there in the middle of the piece. So the next morning. Again, I only say this because this is things that matter. Like it, you know, these things that came out during trial, these things that in my minutes, these things that can be looked at and researched. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know what I mean. So the next morning, I remember I was in my room. I went home, whatever happens, and I remember waking up the next morning and opening the shade in my room, and the news had gathered. People had gathered because now they have reported that there was a man down. So I'm looking out my window and I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, my grandmother's awake. She's in there. She's got her little Spanish music on. She's making her little coffee and doing her thing. I'm awake and I open up the shade. I look out the window and there's mad reporters and people and tape, and I see a fucking helicopter and all types of. I'm like, oh shit! And I'm looking at that shit, and I look and I can see the nigga slump right behind my building, right my window, my bedroom window. Wow. The whole night he was laying out there. Wow. And so fucking I get up, I go downstairs. You know what I'm saying? I go about my business. I go there and I look and I see that I'm there at the line, at the tape. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the reporters. I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm looking at the cops. I'm looking at, you know, all the whole little scene. It's like some CSI shit, some shit you would see in the movie. I'm looking at the shit, and I just spin off.
I woke up and gave a conscious effort to make sure you small minds get the larger message. Fuck the paper, fuck the